Hello, little treasures. It is Tarot Thursday. Um, Tomorrow is 11/11. That's very exciting. It's also just, Friday. So that's always nice. Always a bonus. Unless you have an irregular work schedule, like many of us do. In which case, it is just another day. But you know what? That's why I love my. Who cares? Whatever. Have fun with it. What I love about living alone is like I can just say things. Like words do not have meaning in this house. Like anyways, I hope that you're feeling well. Um Hope that it has been a very positive week for you, and if not, I hope that things are getting lighter soon. I know we're heading into kind of the seasonal depression era, so make sure you're drinking lots of water, and if it is possible for you to get out and move every day, that is very beneficial. I used to hate that when I was younger. I used to hate being told like these certain things would, because it just felt very minimizing, and often the people who were saying it were acting as if it were, um, you know, the cure to everything. It's not. It definitely, it's not going to stop any of the depressive thoughts completely. It's not going to stop some of the situations that may cause you to be depressed, but it definitely does help as far as regulating your own body and the chemicals in your body as best you can. So, yeah. Okay, let's get into it. Clear, concise message of spirit. What does the collective need to know? What messages do you have for us? What messages do you have for anyone who may have stumbled upon this reading? We're going to start here. There's actually too many, so I'm going to take this one here and this one. And then let's get back into it. But we're starting off strong with the Three of Cups. I love that. That's a very celebratory time. Seems like you've got, it's a kind of a social time too. You may have some, this could be a new work situation. This could be a new like friend group. Ooh, okay. So why are the swords coming out? It's funny because it's like this happy-go-lucky time, but beloved, we're fighting with ourselves again. We're fighting with other people. Either you or this other person, these other people, maybe like, is this too good to be true? I forgot what I wanted to do. This actually gives me more room. Yeah, because we have the Two of Swords, so it's sort of like being at a stalemate. You know what I mean? Like, you see how these two, they both have a sword and they're both hurting one another. They're hurting themselves as well. Not being willing to drop your weapon, you're not sure how to make this choice. But by dropping your weapon, by being vulnerable, you have a better opportunity to be clear about how to navigate this, because you have the Five of Swords and Seven of Swords here too. So it's like you're kind of being piercing right now. And this could be a mutual. This could be you or the person, or both of you. But it's sort of an energy of not wanting to let the other person win, not wanting to let your guard down, fighting just for the sake of it because you feel like it's gonna end anyways. Which is not a good way to look at new opportunities. They might end. That is very possible. It's okay to be careful with the term realistic, because I think a lot of us, when we're like, I'm being realistic, no, you have been programmed, or when you were a child, somebody wanted to cut you down, and so you have this mean person in your brain who's telling you, I'm being realistic, you'll never be XYZ. But then a lot of times, the things that people are telling themselves they'll never be, someone else is doing. So it's like, why can't it be you? You know what I mean? Why can't you have this job? Why can't you have this soulmate or this, situation that you want? And it is possible that things could end. Some things are meant to be temporary, but enjoy it for what it is. You don't have to fight your whole way through it. But you have the Knight of Wands here too. So you are kind of being risky about it. You're kind of interested in rolling the dice and seeing what happens. And there's like a very fiery energy here as well. Like you're kind of spun up by this person, which could be why you guys are fighting. You could be dealing, there's a lot of swords here, so you could be dealing with an air sign who is very much like mentally, um, stimulating you. Could be dealing with a fire sign. So there is a lot of like passion around this, but it is coming across a little negative. But again, with the Three of Cups being the overall, there's a lot of communion and celebration here, but potentially some clashing as well. Let's find out more, Spirit. Could you clarify this message for us? What do we need to know? Not a lot. Nine of Wands. Okay, yeah, wounded warrior kind of energy. You're sort of feeling like I have been here before, and it was not giving what it should have gave. So you're feeling a little apprehensive, but with the Nine of Wands, that's the energy of trying again. And with the Queen of Cups, you're being a little bit more emotionally aware of it. At times, and this could be you or the other person, could be someone coming towards you, water energy here, so Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Could also literally be a maternal figure, but she can at times be a little emotionally manipulative, but overall, she's sensitive and nurturing and kind. And either you're doing this for yourself and really checking in with your feelings, or you're, wanting to be aware of all of this lingering energy that is affecting this current situation, because you want to have this victory. You have the Six of Wands here, and you and this person, you do feel that there's something beautiful here, or if it's a job, like there's something exciting about whatever it is that's coming into your experience, and you want to try it. You're willing to do it again and to work through past cycles to get this victory. What else? Yeah, quick text messages. Page of Pentacles. Okay, and this could really end up being something long term. It's in the starting phases still. You're still navigating and studying this person, studying this new social situation, work situation. It has the energy of it is definitely around people. Let's see. And it's still in the starting phases, but you're excited about it, which is why you're not getting completely caught up in or being turned away from some of the more triggering aspects. Knight of Pentacles, you are moving towards it slowly. Again, both the Page and the Knight are kind of studious. They're very intentional. They're very thoughtful. They want to plan out every step. With the Ace of Wands, this is definitely a new situation, which is also probably why you're having some fear surrounding it, because if it were someone from the past, yes, of course you can blame their past behavior on them, but this is someone where you're like, okay, I can't fully hold you to the things that other people have done, but I am really scared that this is going to be the way that other things have gone. But you feel lit up by this, like you're excited. You feel passionate by it. And with the Justice card, I think it's going to work out. I think that the scales are going to balance here. This could be Libra energy, of course, but I feel like this person is very balanced. I feel like they make you feel very heard and seen and understood. I feel like they'll also probably validate you for some of the past experiences you have if you're willing to be vulnerable with them and share that, hey, when you talk about this thing, and I start to get a little snippy, it's because I used to have someone in my life who would mock me for this, or blah 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 blah. They seem to be very willing to understand you. I don't think that they want to do you dirty, and even if they do, what's fun about the Justice card is that they will get what's coming to them. But either way, it doesn't really feel that way. And Six of Swords, it seems like either you're moving away from old ways of being where you were continuously being drawn to, toxic is like an overused word, but toxic people, and you were, because honestly we all have the ability to be toxic, and all of us have grown up in, even just societally, but a lot of us have generational trauma as well. Like we all have the potential to be toxic, and so I think that's part of being compassionate with ourselves and others. Not saying that you have to accept any form of disrespect, but definitely keep those boundaries. But it is also beneficial for us to understand, and that's good for our own healing as well, when we can understand where other people came from. Six of Swords, though, you're evolving out of this. you're transitioning, you're blossoming, you're blooming into this beautiful butterfly, this ugly duckling into the swan, like leveling up. This is a very spiritually healing time, I feel. And we are in, I believe it's Mars retrograde in Gemini. So a very intense time, but you're handling it with grace, which could also be why there's so much, because again, swords are air energy, and that could be why you're maybe having such a difficult time mentally and like being so piercing with your thoughts. It's just there's a little bit of a scatter there. But with the High Priestess, intuitively, you're feeling really strong. You have a very your spiritual awareness is heightened right now. Your connection to the divine, your connection to your body feels to be heightened, which is another reason I suggest like even just stretching, whatever form of yoga you find interesting, meditating is really beneficial in the sense of being able to decipher the messages that your body are sending you. Because the whole getting a gut feeling, all of that's real. A lot of the times your mind is lying to you, but your body is not. And so being able to decipher those messages, life change, life, I was gonna say game changer and lifesaver. So you know what it is, life changer. Blah. Okay, so High Priestess here, that could also be Pisces energy. Six of Pentacles. This is someone who, again, this is mutual energy. It's someone who's very give and take. They probably want to dote on you. You know what I mean? They could be a very sensitive person. They could be a Pisces, Libra. More Pisces energy here. A lot of air, a lot of water, and a couple fire. But mainly, I'm seeing water and air. Anyways, yeah, they could be a Pisces. They have a lot of mutual energy here where they want to support you equally, where you may have had a lot of people in the past too who took and took and took, and giving back doesn't always have to look the same. If you were willing to pay for them, maybe getting a back rub in response, you know what I mean? Or, and I'm thinking more of a, and let's change it to career so that way we can have kind of like a little switch up. But like if you were willing to do overtime, maybe they provided meals, or you know they actually paid you what you deserved because you're a really hard worker. You know what I mean? It's this situation is much more mutual versus in the past dealing with really getting scraps when you were offering gold. You know what I mean? Knight of Cups here, this is a very romantic person. This could be you or your person, but this is someone who they daydream about you. They want to make art about you. They want to romance the hell out of you. Like they want you to feel so special. Especially with the Six of Pentacles, like it's really cute energy. We also have the Emperor here. That's Aries, so they could have Aries placements, or you could. They want to be stable with you. They're excited. They have real foundations and they want to have build something long term with you, but in a very romantic way. It's not just proper and serious and like stuck. It's also flowy and artsy and romantic. It's a very cute kind of energy here, because even through all of this like sort of mental energy here of kind of feeling negative, kind of wanting to fight with each other, at the end of the day, what I'm getting deep down, they want to build. It could be that they're not making that 100% clear. That could be part of what's triggering you. Maybe they're not saying these things. It could just be what they're feeling. And maybe they don't know how to go about expressing themselves. Because we have three knights. And the knights are about action, but they're still kind of in the learning phases. You have a Queen of Cups, but again, she can be a little emotionally manipulative. We have the High Priestess here, who is very intuitive and very spiritually aware, but also spiritually powerful. So sometimes she doesn't have to be clear and direct. She can be a little more. She pulls strings in a different way. The Emperor is a lot more literal. You have good. Yeah, okay, let's get into this. What else? What else do we need to know, Spirit? Clear, concise messages. What more? I'm getting kind of a sense that this is related to either a new romantic interest, or I feel like you're starting a new career situation. there's a lot of ways that this could apply. It could be a situation with your family. It could be getting into a new like friend group, but I'm very strongly pulling that it is romantic or career motivated. Probably both. You could be just in a phase of starting new things. Anyways, what else? What else? Oh, 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 and you got the Ten of Pentacles. Yo, that's so cute. Yeah, this person, in this situation, I think that it could really bring you a lot of stability. I think it could bring you a lot of abundance, and it could be long term. If you are both willing to be vulnerable, and remember with tarot, it's not entirely future telling because we all have free will. We also have to make the choice, you know? It's kind of like the if they want to, they will. Well, there are plenty of times I wanted to and didn't, you know? So a lot of this is like this could be the truth of what's going on behind the scenes, but it still doesn't always mean that the person or that you are going to be able to or going to choose to do XYZ. But with the Ace of Swords here, you've got things that I feel like there is going to be a truth. I feel like someone is going to come forward and be like, hey, why are we playing games? Like, let's just do this or not do this. But then you have the Four of Cups. So it's kind of like, maybe someone has options or maybe someone's feeling bored. I feel like maybe someone's feeling bored because they haven't had this talk yet. They're feeling like, what are we doing? Like, kind of wanting to withdraw because it's like, I'm not going to give you husband-wife status and treatment and you're not letting me know what's good. You know what I mean? What else? Good. And it's funny because I feel like overall, that's what they want. They do want to have a mutual relationship. They want to be flirty with you. They want to have something stable with you. They want to have the Ten of Pentacles. But maybe someone's not making moves yet, or it's not being clear yet, you know? People could be playing nonchalant. I don't like that. Don't play nonchalant. Ace of Pentacles, but it also, because it is new, you have to be willing to give it time. Especially if you see real potential here. And not just potential like, oh, I'm going to fall in love with potential, even though there's a ton of red flags. I mean, like, if you can see more green flags than red flags, and if you're willing to communicate with each other, if it feels like a genuine connection that could really, really grow, I think it is worth watering to get from the Ace to the Ten of Pentacles and to bring in that abundance. What else do we need to know, Spirit? And the Nine of Pentacles, someone's looking mad independent. Someone's looking like, okay, and I'll live just fine without you. So let's clarify, like, what's going on. Yeah, you don't need whatever it is. Damn, and the Nine of Cups, like, okay. You don't need this situation. You're trying to show that you want this and you believe in it, but you're gonna succeed. You're gonna get the things that you want out of life no matter what. Nine of Cups, your wishes are going to be fulfilled. You're both the genie and the bottle. Like, rub me right, see what happens. But wait, okay. Six of Cups, yeah, you're feeling just like you're feeling very lighthearted about this. Four of Pentacles, there may be some scarcity. I think they're feeling the scarcity. Yeah, because they see you as so sturdy, and they can tell that you do make things happen for yourself and that you don't need people. Not in a negative way, not like in a, oh, I'm just gonna go, you know, be by myself in a kind of like a pouty way, because there are some people who choose to be alone in sort of a pouty way. This is more just like you're choosy with your energy because you've had people disrespect your boundaries in the past. And so with the Six of Cups, like, they have these lovey-dovey emotions to you. You feel familiar to them, but then there's the Four of Pentacles, like, damn, do you feel the same? am I your wish fulfillment? Like they're nervous about you. And with the Queen of Swords, they may be kind of cold because maybe they don't know, and or they see you as the Queen of Swords too, but maybe they're like, you know, I can't show too much of my feelings or too much of my emotions because they're gonna think I'm corny and I've been here before, but they also still want to try because the Queen is also, she's not really shy like that. She's pretty real. She's been hurt in the past. She's like, of all of the queens, definitely the one that has been harmed the most, I would say. Um, but she still charges forward, of course. Page of Wands. They're trying to figure out how to come forward with this. Okay, what else do we need though? It's kind of just like the energy of like two people who are looking at each other like, wow, you are amazing. You're so strong. Like you both look at each other and really see something so real and so like something that could turn into something so much more. But then I feel like you both are feeling restricted with the double card, and you're both feeling like maybe feelings of inadequacy. It could be that fluctuating, like, you know, 1 minute you're feeling self-deprecating, and then God mode switches on, and you're just like, I'm the best, and nobody deserves me. You know what I mean? Both of you could be going back and forth between that. Um, and really, you just need to be real with each other because you've got the Ace of Cups here. You both have these feelings. They may be new feelings. This whole situation may be new, but that doesn't mean it's not worth exploring. Things may have happened in the past that were disappointing. Doesn't mean that this isn't worth exploring. And love should be fun. It should be lighthearted. Some love isn't meant to be forever, but there's a reason why our souls feel called to certain people. Okay, let's get some affirmation cards here. Yeah, because there's definitely some guarded energy here, but I do still feel like overall there's gonna be a celebration here, and there's gonna be some amount of victory. I think it's worth exploring. Could be a workplace romance, to be honest. Now I'm thinking about it. Okay. And celebrate jumped out. That's cute. Ooh, okay. Celebrate. I celebrate every step of the way, not just at the finish line. I celebrate every step of the way, not just at the finish line. Deserving. I am worthy of complete love. I do not settle for scraps and crumbs. I am worthy of complete love. I do not settle for scraps and crumbs. Soul searching. Self-reflection is a necessary part of my journey in healing and self-love. Self-reflection is a necessary part of my journey in healing and self-love. Okay. Well, that was your reading for today. If that resonated, please comment. Definitely subscribe if you're feeling the vibes. But yeah, comment below what your sign is, because I would like to get a little more insight on the people who are watching these videos. But yeah, it was lovely reading for you. Thank you again for coming back or for clicking on this if you're a first-time viewer. I hope you have a lovely rest of the week. Enjoy 11/11, and I will see you next week. Okay, bye.